Fudge. As you know, I do grow woody florals, and I've shown you some photos of the florals out in my floral patch, but I thought I'd show you today the florals after I harvested them. Now you can see this particular type of floral, which is a scarlet curl. It's called scarlet curl because, as you can tell, the branches curl. And they really are very, very pretty in decorations and very sought after by decorators and florists and hotel chains and anyone that decorates using this type of a thing. I did spray these earlier with a horticulture vinegar. Unfortunately, this fall we have not had much sun. And so the vinegar, which is a natural product and is supposed to defoliate the leaves, did not work very well. So you can see I do have my work cut out for me because all of this will have to be defoliated, probably by hand. But I thought I would show you what they look like. This is a scarlet curl, and this is before it's been de-leafed. But I will also show you some once I have them all done. These particular curls came off of just one plant, and the plants are doing very, very well. Most of them are much taller than I am, so I'm excited about this year's crop. This is our third year, and I think we're going to have some really pretty stems here. So let's move over to the next type of stem that I have. I'm going to carry my chair with me, but this is a another type of willow. Those were willows also. By the way, if I let these go, these would become trees, but I cut them down every year all the way to the ground. Usually cut them in March before anything ever starts growing again. Make sure that they're flat with the ground, and so they grow from scratch every year. And the reason you want to do that is because they will grow. They'll grow 30 foot tall, and you certainly don't want that, but you want them to branch out, and they will do that. These are actually willow trees that have been forced to be stems. This is just a curly willow, and you can see it's much different than the scarlet curls, but it is still a curly willow. It has the curly look. It is a brown stem. I really love this stem in decorations, and it sells very, very well. Generally speaking, the scarlet curls and the curly willows will sell out the minute you hit the store with them. And these also, I did spray. You can see the leaves actually are burnt much more on these, and I think these will be pretty easy to defoliate. So I'll be working on that in the next few days here. I also have with me another type of stem. These are yellow twig dogwood, and I went out and harvested these this morning. They're yellow twig because obviously they are yellow. And they are a dogwood, which again would become a tree if we would not cut it down every year in March. The stems, like we're seeing here, is exactly the way they want it to look. These yellow twigs are probably not quite as yellow as they were last year, and I think the reason for that is we had very little sun this summer. It was cold and it was cloudy a lot, and so they don't have the bright yellow look that they had last year, but they're still very pretty, and I'm sure they will sell well. This bucket of twigs I got off of just one plant, so I have a lot of them out there. I think I have about 20 of these yellow twigs out there, so I have a lot of work to do on those still. But those all de-leafed. They couldn't take the frost. We did have some frost, and those all de-leafed naturally, so that would be easy for me to take care of and process. I've also been working over here with another type of plant. These are red twig dogwoods, and these, you can see, I've already processed these. These are premium grade, and these are 3 to 5 foot, and I've already bundled them. You can see I band them at the bottom. I put my tag on here. Every one of us has a grower number, so I know I'm grower number 34. We name them a red twig dogwood, and I have them sitting in a little bit of water that has a little bit of bleach in it, just to keep bacteria from growing onto the stems. And I also always use some type of a tie. I have to band them at the bottom, but it really, to me, it helps if I can tie them like this, because otherwise they're getting in between each other and it's hard to get them apart. So that helps transport, and they'll be transported just like this. I have 3 to 5s here that are premiums. I have 2 to 3s that are container grade. These are not quite as nice as those. I do not put these in water because once they've been in water, they have to stay cool, they have to stay wet for a while to retain their color. It's the florists like the ones in the water primarily. And if I put these in water and then they go outside, they'll turn black. And so we want them to dry naturally, which they will. They will keep this red color for a long, long time, and they'll be beautiful. So I have my 3 to 5 containers, and I have my 2 to 3 foot containers and my 3 to 5 premiums. So I'm about 3/4 of the way done with my red twigs.